Mpumalanga police have launched a manhunt, or should we say an investigation, into the torching of Putco buses at 4 depots. Last night, 51 buses were set alight at the Moloto, Wolwekraal, and the area of Siyabuswa, including the Vaalbank depots. 2 employees were injured in those attacks. Provincial police saying officers are working to apprehend those responsible for what's been described as a well-orchestrated attack. Let's speak now to our reporter, Nqobile Madlala, who joins us from Mpumalanga this afternoon. And Nqobile, good afternoon to you. Let's talk about what police officers are determining as to what the motive could have been for this disaster. The pictures behind you paint a picture of exactly what took place overnight.
Yes, Nqobile, and it's not even done yet because some of the buses are still actually getting some smoke coming underground, which tells you just how devastating, or how these buses were basically burnt overnight, and it continues to do so. So, of course, there's investigation that is fully fledged happening on the ground. We've seen some of the investigators coming in and out of this area, not only this area, but the other depots that we have been into, obviously doing their questioning part of it, just sort of following the leads in terms of what really occurred yesterday. We know that when we spoke to Putco, they already said that they are not going to point fingers, but they did highlight that there's been tensions between the company as well as the taxi association within the space. But if you speak to the taxi associations, they did say that they don't want to comment. They just said that they can see what is happening here, but they don't want to comment on anything. But let's find out more from Mdhluli to speak to us about if there's any leads. I think the first thing first, perhaps, is how many people were affected?
Thank you very much. Initially, the report that we got was that 2 people were taken to hospital. However, we also got later some information that, in fact, there were 4 in total that were taken to hospital after being reportedly attacked. So, but we are glad that most of them have been discharged, and we believe that in a way they will assist the investigation team in a way that will be able to have a breakthrough at the end of the day to find the ones that were behind this incident.
And one would think, because this happened at night, wouldn't that mean it's a bit too late then to get the information that you need? It's all said and done. Can you still find the assailants?
Yes, we can still find them. We are very positive and adamant that the team, we are following some leads, if I can maybe share with the public. We are very much confident as the Acting Provincial Commissioner of the SAPS in Mpumalanga, Major General Dr. Zef Mkhwana, indicated that the team will work around the clock, as you have indeed indicated. They are on the ground. They are gathering every information. I'm glad because this is a team that is experienced. They've been working in other cases, even if it's not similar to this one in a way. And also we've got our other technological apparatus or things that we are using to assist the team in order to crack. So we are believing that not long we'll be coming with good news to share with the public that we are able to arrest those that were behind this incident.
And of course, that's very important, mainly because there are a lot of commuters that have been affected, but perhaps there are families as well who might be scared after what has taken place here, especially because their family members were here and they were the ones that were affected. Are you communicating with those families, and are they fearing the worst at this point?
Yes, indeed. When something like this, which is not usual, has occurred, especially those that were here, the security officers, we are getting more information from them, and also we know that they could fear and all that. That's why we indicated in the media statement that we issued that we urge members of the public to share information. They can use various platforms like our Crime Stop number, which you can remain anonymous, the 08600 10111 number. They can also use our My Subs app where you can share information. So there are various ways we are actually taking into consideration their safety. We don't want to put their lives at risk, but we are sure that from what the team has done since last night, we are very happy and we are having a lead, and it's just a matter of time. And also we urge other bus companies or depots that they ensure that they have other security measures in place, including the cameras, the CCTV cameras, because it assists a lot. Sometimes you won't need to have more information from you're relying on other people if they decide not to come forth, but you can use such things like the CCTV, it assists. So we are very much grateful, and we are hoping that, as I indicated, will come not long and share the good news that we have made a breakthrough.
Spokesperson, just as a last question from me is that you have various depots that were affected. Was there no way that the police could act fast enough to find this in place? Because from this depot where we are standing to another depot that is in JS Morocco, it's about 45 minutes. Surely the people that were burning here had to travel for that long to the next depot. Couldn't police intercept or manage to use some intelligence to get to them?
What I can say, for now, there is no conclusion that we can draw to say this was the only vehicle or the only bus or I mean the minibus that was used by the suspects. So it's something that we are still establishing, that they could have maybe used because now, for instance, besides that Toyota Quantum that we mentioned, there was also another minibus that was used, as well as a Polo Vivo that we used. This is something that, as we indicated, that more information will be shared as time goes on. You get developing information that the investigators are putting together so that we can understand as to whether are these the same people that went to other depots or they did that simultaneously, though we have discovered that there are times difference that has occurred. But what I can say is that, yes, crime has been committed, but what we need to do now is to follow and ensure that the perpetrators are brought to book. Also, you talk of intelligence. The crime intelligence are part of the team that have been assembled by the acting provincial commissioner, and they are yet to give a report as to what might have transpired, maybe before, prior to the incident, and also after that they will be assisting us. So we are hopeful that we'll share more information with the public as it comes forth.
Thank you very much for speaking to us. That's the spokesperson for SAPS within Mpumalanga. I'm going to show you that site again. These are the buses that have been burned. And we're told, as the spokesperson is speaking to us, that this might have happened simultaneously, might not have. And so this is the investigation that they continue to work on. But what they know is that, for sure, there were people that were on the ground that continued to do this arson, and they are investigating them. And at the same time, there are 4 people that have been affected by what has taken place here. Those investigations are still ongoing. And Kole, it's very important to note that the MECs also of safety and MEC of transport is expected to come here as well to see for themselves and see if they can assist wherever they can in terms of what has occurred here.
Nqobile Madlala live for us in Mpumalanga this afternoon. Thank you very much. In conversation with the police spokesperson, Mdhluli.